Well, I have to say that it's good to have a group of guys coming back. We've got our long snapper back, we got our punters back, we got Dylan Lynch coming back with some good young players behind him. So there's some experience there that we can build with, and we're looking forward to doing that, and look forward to having a better year and improving on in areas where we need to improve.
Coach, it seems like every year you have to develop a new returner. So who's on your radar this year?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Well, at this point, there's about there's exactly 64% of this team that's never played a snap of Bulldog football. So, the challenge every year in training camp is to make your new team. Obviously, Rashawn Luke, Speedy Luke, Jayon Farrar are two transfers that have done good things. Jordan Malauulu's doing great things. Kenyon Cotton as a young guy. Rivers, there's a number of guys that are working back there, but that's an area where we've really got to grow because we don't have anybody that's done it here. But I'm confident by game time we'll get that done.
And then talking to Dylan Lynch yesterday, he said he worked a lot in the offseason on more of his mental game. What can you say about how important that is in kicking?
In kicking, you play one down and you live with the result of that down. And, on that down, all the focus is on the guy that ultimately handles the ball with his foot. And, you've just got to have the ability to go in, lock in, for 3 to 5 seconds and be mentally sharp and hit the ball. Not unlike hitting being announced and going onto the first hole and hitting your tee shot. But you just got to be, you just got to be mentally sharp. Dylan's had a really good off season. I know the season didn't end the way that he wanted it to. That's human performance. One thing I know about Dylan Lynch, though, he's extremely mentally tough, and I'm really confident that in his drive and desire to be great is there.
You brought in a new local kicker. How has he been adapting?
So yeah, Ryan Kobzeff came here from Clovis North, and of course we've now had 2 practices, and he's got great talent. But with young players, the game is faster here. So in high school you can kind of take your time, you can execute the kick, and in college you got 1.2 seconds with 3 guys touching the ball. So that's the adjustment he's got to make, but the talent is certainly all there.
All right, and another year, same cowboy hat? Is this a new cowboy hat?
Oh, it's a new cowboy hat, but it's the same hat, right? This is my shape, right?
And you got the red on the top.
Oh yeah, got the red on the top, but yeah, this is the cowboy crease with the cutter bumps and the JB brim. Okay, but this is my shape.
Why is the cowboy hat the best hat for sun protection?
Oh, first of all, the cowboy hat is by far the most recognizable piece of apparel on the planet Earth. Okay, it's iconic, and I always say, boy, if you're going to be man enough to wear it, you better be man enough to represent it. But as far as I know, people have been wearing them for a long time, and it's a functional piece of apparel that's just incredible for keeping the sun off. But boy, I'll tell you what, God love the American cowboy.
How many cowboy hats would you say you have?
Well, I would say that I change my straw hat pretty much annually because it's kind of a one-year type of hat. But I probably got 6 or 7 felt hats. But you know what? I like getting caught in a cowboy hat. I really like the way they feel, the way they look, and what they represent.
If you could wear one on game day, would you?
I absolutely would wear a cowboy hat on game day. I'd wear it any day. But it's really important to be part of the team. So.
Really, it's everyone involved.
All right. Start with Jayon Farrar. What can he bring to the return game?
Well, at this point in training camp, after having 10 days, now we have 3 weeks till the game. So now things are starting to define themselves. Jayon Farrar is got all the skills to be a great returner. He's got vision, he's got speed, he's got confidence. He's just learning how to handle the ball and handle all the situations that happen in the kicking game. But he is making exciting progress. Okay, so then there's Speedy Luke, Rashawn Luke. And once again, we didn't see much of him in the spring because he was, coming back from a an injury setback, and but he's making really fast progress. I'll say this: his name Speedy is well conceived. He's really fast, and I think the two of those guys will make an amazing 1-2 punch. But don't count Jordan Mala'ulu out, because he's doing an incredible job of developing as a punt returner. So I think we've got some great options there. And then, 2 or 3 young guys kind of coming along. I think we've got 5 great options.
Okay, so first off, just how does it feel to be back?
That's amazing. We've had a long summer with the boys, and I'm excited.
What's something that you worked on over the off season?
Mentally, I've been focusing on kind of the mental aspect of everything, especially more of a process-oriented mindset instead of an outcome-oriented mindset.
And talk about some of the younger kickers too.
Of course, we got some new faces. We got Connor Tripp. He was with us last season, and we just picked up a kid, Ryan Kobzeff. From Clovis North, and he's got a powerful leg. I can't wait to see what he's doing.
So someone like Clay, who last year he didn't really have an off season because he had to learn how to play football, right? So what have you seen in his growth in a year?
Of course, he came in and had no idea what American football was. He didn't know anything about it, and to see his constant growth day by day is amazing. For someone to learn something that is totally outside his comfort zone, it's always nice to see him grow from it.
And what's something not football related that you did in the off season?
I golfed a lot. I golfed as much as I could. I always try to get out there and hit a couple balls with my friends, and it's always a good time.
And talk about Coach Baxter. What's it like to have him be the head of your position group?
Baxter's great. From day one, Baxter's always been the man. It gives us a hard time, but it's definitely tough love, and yeah, it's amazing. We love him.
Is there any sayings that he says that you find funny, or something that's like slipped into your vocabulary?
Not really my vocabulary. He's definitely it's the way he speaks. It's all, oh boy, and it's just little phrases he says that catches everyone off guard.
And then, for you, for kicking, quarterback's important. They got to get you as close to the goalpost as possible. So when you're looking at this open race for starting quarterback, what do you think about your options?
I can't wait to see what they do. It's always going to be awesome to see what what comes out of this, and of course, close field goals are the best field goals. But yeah, I can't wait.
That's it. But first, how does it feel to be back?
Well, it feels fantastic to be back. I'm absolutely loving it, having a great time after the first day. Just extremely excited. It was hard to go to bed last night. I was so excited to be back.
And what's different for you about this year?
Well, this is my last year, so I feel it doesn't necessarily mean more than every other year, but I'm just trying to make it a little bit more meaningful than the last one, and just continue to grow, continue to get to know my teammates, and just kind of leave a legacy on this program.
What's something that you worked on in the offseason, or what was your focus in the offseason?
A big focus for me in the offseason was taking more of a leadership role. Being a 5th year, we have a new freshman coming in, and I just want to teach him everything that I know. I have a total wealth of knowledge that I want to be able to pass on to him or to any other player that is willing to learn everything that I've gone through, everything that I've done as a football player.
And when you look around at your group, what's the camaraderie of the special teams group?
Oh, it's fantastic. I think we're all, best friends. We all have so much in common. We all love being around each other, just spending time with each other inside the facility, outside the facility, on weekends. We love being around each other. We're a great group of friends, a great group of brothers, and we love it here.
So Clay's offseason was a little bit different last year because he had to learn how to play football.
Yeah.
So what's the growth you've seen from him in a year, and now he actually gets to have an offseason?
Well, I think his growth has been tremendous. I'm extremely proud of him as a good friend and as well as a teammate of his. He's taken huge leaps as a football player, as a human being. It just completely, everything about him has changed, and he's become somebody that's just a joy to be around, somebody that a lot of people look up to, a lot of people respect, and it's really impressive to see that in just 1 year he's completely taken so much on as a player.
You're talking about some of the younger guys. What's it like to see them go through fall camp for the first time?
It's honestly a weird feeling, having this be my 5th one, it's really weird, you know, seeing people experience it for the first time and feel all these new emotions and see all these new things and all this confusion and emotions that they've never gone through before, and being able to one, watch them and kind of giggle, but also help them through it and be a leader and show them the ropes.
So Coach Baxter, I mean, is there any funny sayings that he has or things that have crept into your vocabulary?
Oh man, he has so many. He almost speaks in idioms and different catchphrases. The most impactful one from the first day that I got here was if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I think that's been extremely impactful because, you know, coming here my first day, he told me that, and I've genuinely started changing the way I look at things, and almost my life has become brighter. I've started to see things in a completely different light, and I've gotten so much better as a player.
What's something non-football related that you did in the off-season?
Something non-football related that I did in the off-season, I played a lot of pool. I would go to the pool hall and just play pool with my good buddies, some of my teammates, and that's something I took a lot of time in and put a lot of effort in.